Right, we are on. Right, as I slide into view. Good evening and welcome. It will be evening when this goes out, that's why I'm saying evening. These two look confused because it's not, it's 9 AM on Thursday morning. Welcome to Harrogate Food Buzz's third vlog. We've kind of done another U-turn. Last time it was pumpkins, now we have two local chefs. This one you may recognise from the Harrogate Food Assembly days. But these guys are doing something really exciting at the beginning of December in the venue that we're in now, which you may or may not recognise. We'll take a few pictures and pop them out so you kind of guess where it is and tell you a little bit at the end about it. But I've come down today just to interview both these guys about what it is they're doing in December, why they're doing it, and tell us a little bit more about it, because it might be something, if you love food, that you would love to come along to. So, first of all, we'll just kick off with a few questions about their careers and what they do currently, and then we'll come on to talk about a really interesting supper club that's coming to Harrogate at the beginning of December. So, first of all, let's introduce yourself.
So, I'm Kian. I'm a private chef working in Leeds, and yeah, I've been a chef for 10 years now.
Yeah.
And my business is basically a private chefing business where I cook in people's homes. I also run supper clubs around Yorkshire, and I'm focused now on private dining.
Fabulous.
And that's pretty much my business really, just focused on private dining and supper clubs, working with local chefs coming together.
Good stuff. Ash, over to you.
Yeah, I'm Ash. I own the Rural Food Company. I've been cooking for 18 years now, and my company is cater for all different types of events, from small private dinner parties all the way up to large weddings. And met Kian this year and found out that he was doing something similar with regards to the supper clubs. And we just thought it would be a really good idea to get together, collaborate, and where we could offer the food to more people, and we could also offer a bigger menu. Good
stuff. So my next question was how long we've been chefs, but we've said 10 and 18 years. You don't look old enough for 18 years.
Yeah.
So loads and loads of experience. And I always think it's quite interesting when you meet chefs just to understand a bit more about their personal styles, so what they're kind of inspired by and what they love to cook themselves. So what each of you guys love to cook? What's your favourite kind of cooking style, or how do you get inspired?
Cheers, mate. I actually think this is why this collaboration is going to work really well, because we have quite different styles. Me personally, I love seasonal, well, we both love seasonal produce, but I'm quite sort of British focused with my cooking, influences from European as well, but with Kian's background, which he'll tell you about, we cover quite a lot of areas with our influences for our cooking.
Good stuff. So you tell us about
yours. So my main influence is my roots really. I cook from my heart, so I cook food that's very close to me.
Yeah.
So whenever I cook a dish, you can always see my personality on the dish, which is it's very Middle Eastern, but kind of in a modern way.
Yeah.
So it's focused on produce really, so it's produce driven.
Yeah.
Seasonal, very creative dishes that are modern and focus a lot on technique as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get mainly Middle Eastern flavours that come on the dishes, but I'd say they are classic in a way, so you could say classic French as well.
Yeah.
Classic British from what I've learned, with my little twist on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous, that sounds like wonderful.
I think as well that we both like to use ingredients that you can buy from the shop, from the market, and create something really interesting with it, rather than using lots of powders and potions and
gels and stuff.
Well, we don't mind a gel.
Might be a gel.
Don't mind a gel.
Might be a gel.
But,
powders and potions.
Maybe a couple of gels.
But me personally, I love to be able to go down to the market, buy fresh ingredients, take it back to the kitchen, and create some interesting dishes with it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
No powders and potions then.
No, not quite.
So these guys have come together, obviously, as we've said, to put on a supper club in Harrogate, which I think is really exciting. It will be held at the Barrows down at Crimple Hall, just outside down Leeds Road towards Panel, which I'm sure you've heard of. Obviously it used to be Christians, but now is the Barrows, so if you knew it as that, you know where the location is. and they're hosting a supper club on the 7th and 8th of December for 2 nights down here. We'll tell you a bit more about how you can book. But first of all, I just thought it'd be really interesting for you to just tell us a bit more about why you've come together to do it, really, and what you're hoping to kind of get out the evening, really.
Yeah, like I said before, we've been doing supper clubs individually. It's quite difficult. You can only sort of offer so much when you're doing it on your own, even if you do have people helping you. The idea of this, beyond the rural, as we've called it, is so that we can work together and we can offer a bigger menu. We can offer it to more people, and also we've written the menu together. So we've used our different influences to create the menu, but we think we've created a menu that works and is quite well balanced, even though there's different ideas coming together.
Absolutely. So how many courses can people expect on the evening?
You're looking at like 6 courses. I mean, there's canapes as well.
Yeah.
So you've got canapes followed by a meals bouche and then followed by another 4 courses, and finishing off with a nice dessert course as well.
Good stuff.
Which is bang on in season now as well.
Yeah. I've had a look at the menu. We will share the menu with you, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit now. But I've had a look at the menu, and there's some really exciting kind of dishes on there. So if you are a big foodie, you're going to love what's on the menu. So take us through the menu and how you created it.
So we just basically thought of how many dishes shall we do, what do we think's right, and then we just sort of split the dishes in half really. So we thought, well, how many dishes shall we offer, and then we just sort of built the menu together.
Yes.
So again, what's in season, what can we come up with, try and be creative, but obviously sticking to a bit of our roots as well and cooking what we like to cook.
Yeah.
So the menu is balanced, it works together, but at the same time it's different. It's like you're getting 2 chefs for the price of 1 really. So there's 2 different chefs there cooking 2 totally different menus which come together quite well.
Yeah, and complement
each other quite well. We made a few mistakes, we chopped and changed a few bits, and this is what we came up with in the end.
Yeah.
Which we think is just bang on, which we think is right for the evening.
Fabulous. And we've talked quite a lot about how it's kind of seasonal, but what we're also interested in obviously is, are you guys using any local produce within that menu?
Yeah, we try to use local produce as much as we can. Support small producers as well as larger ones. We're going to be using Kendall's Butchers in Harrogate.
You know those guys? They were the first on the blog.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And then the veg as well. We just like to use local veg suppliers to try and support them as much as we can.
Yeah.
One of my personal favourite local small producers is Wharf Valley Rapeseed Oil. I use them a lot in my cooking ever since meeting Sally Ann through the food assembly. They actually converted me from using olive oil to rapeseed oil.
Me too.
I don't tend to use olive oil much anymore. I think it works really well when you're cooking with it, also as dressings and dipping sauce. Really love the flavour. Great for making mayonnaises. So yeah, I would definitely be using some of theirs.
So lots of local produce, so local butchers, local veg, local oils.
Local fish as well, which we'll be using Ramus for the fish, and another Harrogate-based supplier.
Wonderful. So lots of local produce in there, which is fabulous. So I'd like to ask each of you, once you'll share the menu so you can see the detail behind this, but which dish on the menu are each of you personally most excited about cooking for the people that come to the evening?
I'll say the turbot dish. So it'll be the third course.
So tell us what the turbot dish is.
So the turbot dish is basically a nice fillet of turbot which is poached in Buenazet, which is a brown butter, so it's really nutty in flavour. And that gets put on there. You've got smoked corn on there, which we cook the corn gently, and then we blowtorch it, and then we smoke it.
Right.
So
and what do you smoke it? What are you using to smoke it?
We smoke it with chips, so it's basically a gun which smokes it, which adds flavour into the corn. On that you've got an artichoke puree, and you've got different textures of Jerusalem artichokes as well, which again are on the season now.
Absolutely.
And there's some little textures of mushroom and parmesan on there as well.
Really good.
So it's quite unctuous, quite nice. It's full of different textures and flavours.
Sounds really nice. If you like turbot, that sounds
great
a cracking
fish.
dish.
Yeah.
And which is your favourite?
I think the course that I'm most looking forward to serving is the one that's going to come just before the turbot, and that is the oxtail croquette. and that's going to be served with, we called it a carrot fondant, and what we're going to do is we're going to confit whole carrots in beef dripping, and then we're going to cut them in half.
I'm salivating, sorry, carry on.
And then we're going to finish that off with a pistachio, coriander and Wensleydale, so some more local cheese, crumb, which is going to go back through the oven and roasted, and then that's going to get served with the Oxtail croquette, and then we're going to make some carrot ketchup to go with it.
Nice, yeah.
So it should be really nice.
I think I might need to taste test this before the evening. Those dishes sound fantastic, and that's just 2 of the dishes that'll be on that night. So finally, I think people probably that have now are salivating like me and thinking, gosh, that sounds fantastic. How do people go about booking tickets?
Yeah, so the best way to book tickets is book through my website, so that's www.beyondbykian.co.uk, and there's a link set up on the website. It's as easy as a click of a button.
Fabulous. I will post that link underneath this video tonight, so you can see that and make it really easy for you to book. It sounds fantastic. I think the menu, when I post it again, you'll see as you read through it, sounds really delicious and lots of interesting flavours on there, and like we said, very seasonal. So I think if you love your food and you want to come out on the 7th, so it's a Friday the 7th of December. I've got the date right, yeah.
Yep.
And Saturday the 8th. You've got 2 options. Book the babysitters if you need to, and come out for a really special evening with family, your partner or friends, and come and support 2 local chefs that just really want to kind of put on a really lovely supper club evening for you. We always ask at the end of every vlog for whoever we're interviewing to kind of name another fantastic local producer that they think I should vlog about, basically. So, Kian, who would you like to give a kind of a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to Hayes, who supplies crab in Leeds Market.
Fabulous.
He's a great supplier, great person.
So on Kirkgate Market,
Kirkgate Market in Leeds, yeah, and he supplies crab and oysters, and he has the best crab and the best oysters you can get in Yorkshire.
Perfect, right, noting that one down, and we'll be going over to meet that guy. Ash, how about you? Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Well, I've already talked about Wharf Valley rapeseed oil.
You're already on the list, Wharf Valley.
They're already on the list. Another Yorkshire supplier that I really love is Ciderman Bakery. They're not quite local to Harrogate, but they are a Yorkshire-based company. They've been making amazing produce from their cider oven on their farm, and they also make fantastic granolas and mueslis as well.
I've never heard that one, so I love it when it's someone I've not heard of.
Yeah, they grow everything on their farm, all their own cereal, and it's all organic. And they even have their own stone mill on the farm to make their own flour. So they do brilliant things. So yeah, really good one to look into.
So 2 fabulous producers to go and a nudge to see if they want to be included in the Harrogate Food Buzz vlog. So thank you for watching. We hope you'll come and support these guys. As I said, I'll put the link underneath the video for how to get tickets. I'll also post the menu. And hopefully it'll be an absolute sellout for these guys. So I wish you lots of luck with it.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping to come down on the night and taste some of that food now. So that's it from us. That's the 3rd vlog, and we'll be back with you soon.
Bye.
Thank you very much. See you later.